In this video, we're going to explain everything you need to know to travel to Barcelona. The most complete video you'll watch today about this destination, with the best tips. So let's get started. Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia, is one of the most vibrant and unique cities in the world. It's a city that has it all. Surreal architecture, thanks to the genius Antoni Gaudí. Medieval neighborhoods that are a labyrinth, an incredible tapas culture, bustling nightlife, and even beaches. It's a destination that pleases absolutely everyone. Let's start with the main attractions, the places you can't miss. The number one attraction, the symbol of the city, is the Sagrada Familia. It's the unfinished masterpiece of Antoni Gaudí. It's a basilica that has been under construction for over 100 years. The towers look like they are melting, and the interior is otherworldly, with columns that look like trees and stained glass windows that flood the space with colorful light. The logistic here is the most important of your trip. You must buy your ticket online weeks or even months in advance, with a time slot. No one gets in without a timed ticket. The basic ticket costs about 38 euros. To go up one of the towers, the ticket is separate and costs more. Set aside at least 2 hours. To get there, the easiest way is the metro, lines 2 or 5, and get off at the Sagrada Familia station. The second unmissable attraction is Park Güell. It's another surreal project by Gaudí. It's a park on a hill, famous for its colorful mosaic benches in the shape of a serpent, and the houses that look like they're made of gingerbread. The main area, the monumental zone, where the mosaics are, is ticketed. The ticket costs about 10 euros. We also strongly recommend buying in advance and scheduling a time, as entries are limited. To get there, the logistic is a bit tricky. You can take the metro, line 3, and get off at Lesseps or Valcarca station. But from there, you'll have a steep 15 to 20-minute uphill walk, with escalators in some parts. The best way might be a bus or a taxi. Third, the Gothic Quarter, Barri Gòtic. This is the medieval heart of Barcelona. The attraction here is to get lost on foot. It's a labyrinth of narrow, dark alleys that open into beautiful squares. Entry is free. The main attraction in the neighborhood is the Barcelona Cathedral. It's an impressive Gothic cathedral. Entry is free at certain times in the morning, but the full visit, including the cloister where 13 white geese live, costs about 9 euros. Get lost until you find Plaça de Sant Jaume, where the City Hall and the Catalan Government Palace are. The fourth attraction is the most famous and chaotic street in Barcelona, Las Rambles. It's a giant pedestrian boulevard that connects Plaça de Catalunya to the Christopher Columbus Monument, near the port. The street is full of street performers, flower stalls, and tourists. But be warned, this is considered the worst place in Europe for pickpockets and theft. Hold onto your bag and phone tightly. In the middle of Las Rambles, you'll find the entrance to the Mercado de la Boqueria. It's a spectacular municipal market, with an explosion of colors, fruits, Iberian hams, and tapas bars. Entry is free. Fifth, Passeig de Gràcia. This is the chic avenue in Barcelona, where the luxury stores are. But the main attractions are two of Gaudí's masterpieces. The first is Casa Batlló. The facade looks like it's made of bones, masks, and dragon scales. It's unbelievable. The second, just up the street, is Casa Milà, known as La Pedrera, for its undulating stone facade. The visit inside both houses is spectacular, but very expensive. The ticket for Casa Batlló starts at 35 euros. The one for Casa Milà starts at 28 euros. If you're on a budget, just admiring the facades from the outside is worth the visit. Sixth, Barceloneta Beach. Yes, Barcelona has an urban beach. It's not the most beautiful beach in Spain, but in the summer it's buzzing. It's a long, sandy beach, full of beach bars or chiringuitos, and people playing volleyball. It's great for a bike ride in the late afternoon. To get there, take the metro, line 4, and get off at the Barceloneta station. Finally, the Montjuïc Hill. It's the hill that dominates the south of the city. To get there, take the metro to the Paral·lel station, and from there, take the Montjuïc funicular, which is included in your metro ticket. From the top, you can take the Montjuïc cable car to go up to the castle. The cable car ride costs about 15 euros round trip and has a beautiful view of the port. The most famous attraction on Montjuïc is the Magic Fountain Show, which happens at night, with music and lights. Entry is free, but check the days and times of operation. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like La Sagrada Familia, Park Güell, and Casa Batlló often sell out days before. You cannot visit Barcelona without reserving the Gaudí attractions. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site, where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Skip the line tickets for La Sagrada Familia, timed entry for Park Güell, the ticket for Casa Batlló, and flamenco show passes. All at the best price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great, like walking tours of the Gothic Quarter. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: international travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, the good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, the car rental comparator, which is great for the Costa Brava, and the global account to carry euros paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save this page to your favorites and use it when planning. It will make your trip much easier and save you a lot of money. When is the best time to visit Barcelona? In our opinion, the best times are spring, from April to June, and fall, in September and October. The weather is perfect, not too hot and not too cold, and the city is vibrant. We strongly recommend avoiding July and August. It's summer, the high season. The city gets unbearably crowded with tourists and is very hot and humid. Winter, from November to March, is a good time for those looking to save money. It's less crowded and cheaper, but it's cold and the days are short. And how many days to stay in Barcelona? The city has a lot to see. To do the bare basics like Sagrada Familia, the Gothic Quarter, and Park Güell, the bare minimum is 3 full days. But for a first trip, to see everything calmly and maybe take a day trip, we recommend 5 days in total. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. Choosing your neighborhood in Barcelona is very important. The most famous area for tourists is the Gothic Quarter and Elborn, right next to it. The advantage is the charm of the medieval streets, the super central location, and the huge number of bars and restaurants. The disadvantage is that it's very touristy, can be noisy at night, and the buildings are old, sometimes without elevators. The second option, and our favorite for logistics, is Eixample. This is the planned district, with wide streets and a grid layout. The advantage is that it's a more organized, safe neighborhood, great for shopping on Passeig de Gràcia, and has the best metro connections. It's where Casa Batlló and Sagrada Familia are. The disadvantage is that it lacks the old-world charm of the Gothic Quarter. A third option is the Gràcia neighborhood. It's an old village that was absorbed by the city. The advantage is that it has a local neighborhood feel, with charming squares full of tapas bars. The disadvantage is that it's farther from the main attractions like the Gothic Quarter and the beach. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. If you stay in the Eixample or Elborn area, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here on the QR code, on the screen, and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location, at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. In every destination, we always recommend one that is very cheap and super well located, and another that's a bit nicer, in the same location, but a little more expensive. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The earlier you book your hotel, the less you will pay. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. Now let's talk about transportation. How to get around Barcelona. The news is great. Barcelona's public transport is excellent, and you do not need a car. The best way to get around the center, in the Gothic Quarter and Elborn, is on foot. For longer distances, like to the Sagrada Familia or Park Güell, you'll use the metro. It's efficient, clean, and takes you everywhere. The golden tip is not to buy single tickets. Buy the T-Casual card. It's a pass that gives you 10 trips on the metro or bus and costs about 12 euros. It's much cheaper. Buses are also great, especially for getting to the upper part of Park Güell. And a car? Do not rent a car in Barcelona, ever. The traffic is chaotic. Parking is impossible and extremely expensive, and the city has low emission zones. To get from El Prat Airport, BCN, to the center, the easiest option is the Aerobus. It's a blue bus that leaves from both terminals and drops you at Plaça de Catalunya. The metro, line L9, also goes, but it's slower and more expensive. Mandatory documentation for travelers. To enter Spain, which is part of the European Schengen area, you need 2 things. First, your valid passport, and second, travel insurance. Travel insurance in Europe is mandatory under the Schengen Treaty, with a minimum coverage of 30,000 euros. They can ask for proof of your insurance at immigration. We never travel without it. And in the link in the description, there's the comparator we use that always finds the insurance at half the price. And be aware, soon, an electronic travel authorization called ETIAS will also be mandatory, so check on that before you travel. Let's talk shopping. Barcelona is a great shopping destination. Spain is home to brands like Zara, Mango, Massimo Dutti, Bershka, and Stradivarius. And the prices here are much cheaper. The popular shopping street is Portal de l'Àngel, which starts at Plaça de Catalunya. It's a pedestrian street full of these brands. For luxury stores, the address is Passeig de Gràcia. That's where you'll find Chanel, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton. For outlets, the best one is La Roca Village. It's about 40 minutes from Barcelona, and there are special buses from the city center, and the tax-free tip applies. The tax in Spain, VAT, is 21%. You can request a refund on purchases of any value. There is no minimum. Ask for the digital form at the store and validate it at the airport kiosks. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you're enjoying it, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps us a lot. Speaking of gastronomy, the food in Barcelona is Catalan cuisine, focused on tapas and seafood. You have to try pan con tomate, or pa amb tomaquet, bread rubbed with tomato and olive oil. Tapas are the star. Order patatas bravas, jamón ibérico, and bombas de la Barceloneta, which are potato bombs stuffed with meat. Although paella is from Valencia, you can eat great seafood paellas in Barcelona, especially in the Barceloneta neighborhood. And to drink, ask for cava, which is the Spanish sparkling wine, or sangria, for restaurant suggestions. For the best tapas, go to the Mercado de la Boqueria. Look for El Quim de la Boqueria. It's a bar inside the market where you sit at the counter. It's mid-range. A tapas meal costs about 40 euros per person. For a classic tapas experience in the El Born neighborhood, go to El Jampanet. It's cramped, loud, and delicious. And for an authentic paella, get off Las Ramblas and go to Can Soleil in Barceloneta. It's a seafood classic, more expensive. Expect to spend over 70 euros per person. And how much does it cost to eat in Barcelona? The city is more expensive than Madrid or Seville, but cheaper than Paris. A full Big Mac combo costs about 9 euros. A beer, a caña, costs 2 to 3 euros. The golden tip is to look for the Menú del Día at lunchtime. For 12 to 18 euros, you get a starter, main course, drink, dessert, and coffee. It's an unbeatable value. A tapas dinner, bar hopping, will cost about 30 euros per person. And the tip? Service is included. Tipping is not mandatory, but it's kind to leave 1 or 2 euros in coins. What about nightlife? The nightlife in Barcelona is legendary and starts very late. No one eats dinner before 9 or 10 p.m. The Gothic and El Born neighborhoods are the best for tapas bars and cocktail bars. The Gracia neighborhood has a more local vibe, and in the summer, the big clubs are on the Barceloneta beach. Clubs like Pacha, Opium, and Choco are on the waterfront. The party starts after 2 a.m. and goes until sunrise. Traveling with kids? Barcelona is great for kids. They will love Park Güell, which looks like a fairy tale park. The Aquarium de Barcelona, in Port Vell, is one of the largest in Europe. Barceloneta Beach is great for them to play in the sand, and the Tibidabo Mountain has an old amusement park at the top with a beautiful view. And of course, the Magic Fountain Show at Montjuic. Combining your trip? Barcelona is the capital of Catalonia, a beautiful region. The #1 combination is with the Costa Brava. You can rent a car and in 90 minutes be in spectacular beach villages like Tossa de Mar or Cadaqués. The second combination is with Girona, a beautiful medieval city that was a Game of Thrones location. You can get there in 40 minutes by high-speed train. And from Barcelona, you can take the high-speed train and be in Madrid in 3 hours, or cross the border into the south of France. If you liked the video, like and subscribe to our channel to always travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much, and have a great trip.